I'm not usually good at this whole speech thing.
Did you have to write
Did you
that?
write that? Was that there? Webster's Dictionary defines.
Is to write it all down.
Write it all down.
Don't deviate from the speech.
I usually have Tim write anything that needs to sound well thought out for me, but I figured I had to do this one on my own. So here goes.
Yes, you did.
In the year 1976, there were quite a few historic events. To name a few, Apple Computer was founded and the Apple I computer was released. Woo!
My parents got Matthew the Apple II.
Did you buy stock?
No.
Wasn't public
Barbara
then.
Walters
born.
was first
Wasn't public
Lauren,
then.
female nightly news anchor.
Baba
Rocky
Baba.
was released.
Yes.
Whoa.
Best picture.
Jimmy Carter was elected president.
Billy Beer.
And you were born. I don't express myself nearly as much as I should, and I don't always give you the credit you deserve.
Get that on film?
Karen, this will come back to haunt you.
Got
it, guys.
I know.
Good husbands make the world a more livable place. And a husband like you makes my life worth living. Every morning I wake up, I look forward to seeing your face. You remind me of all the happiness that life has to offer. Today was extra special because it's your birthday, and I love birthdays even if they're not my own. It was honestly, though, also kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie, I did look at the man lying next to me this morning and say, oh crap, I'm married to a 40-year-old. But then I quickly recovered because I realized I still have 5 more years before I hit the same historic moment. I want to take this opportunity in front of some of the most special people in our lives to tell you just a few of the things I love about you.
Chbosky's here too.
He's extra. Number 1.
Cover your ears.
You're the cherry on top, Mike.
Number 1, you are a true gentleman. This is something I realized from our very first date.
You better be.
On that night, you came to pick me up and opened the car door for me. I was immediately impressed, and not just because you actually owned a car, but because of the sheer act of chivalry you displayed that day and continue to show me every day.
You better.
Although it seems that chivalry is a dying art, you make a difference by making the effort to bring more respect and care into the world. You always know how to treat a lady and how to respect your elders. You're considerate of others' feelings before your own and are always aware of how to help those around you, whether it's holding a door or coming to get the groceries out of the car for me. When we are walking, you always walk on the side closest to the street in order to protect me and keep me safe. You offer up your jacket when I am cold. From day 1, you prove that there are nice guys out there, and 12 years later, you still have yet to disappoint. I can only hope that Corbin grows up with half as much of your courtesy and politeness, and that Graceland finds her own knight in shining armor just like you. Number 2.
That's a long one.
You are one of the hardest workers I have ever met. Your resilience under pressure and mental strength, along with your impressive drive, are enough to impress anyone. Whether it's getting yourself through school in record timing in order to get me out of Washington, or finding the perfect program and rate for a tough client, you never give up. Your attention to detail, however, is not as impressive. But you make up for it with your ability to hire the best assistant in the industry.
I second that.
Bridget too.
I was unavailable.
Ouch!
Bitch.
You work 2 difficult and time-consuming jobs in order to provide for our family financially, and with all of this, you never slack on your 2 even more difficult and time-consuming jobs as husband and father. And last but not least, number 3. I think we can all agree with this last one. You are the most generous person I have ever met, whether with money or more often with yourself, literally. Frederick, do you agree?
Amen.
Whether it was finding the perfect futon for Georgette to sleep on while she cared for John, or giving Mary a place to stay when she moved here, helping out Matthew and the kids while helping keep Hannah safe and healthy to give birth to Race, offering donations to new friends through a difficult time, picking up a bar tab, or offering words of wisdom until wee hours of the morning, this list can go on and on. But I only have the room until midnight. When friends and family need you, you're there. There is nothing you won't do. For those of you that are familiar with the 5 love languages, my love language is receiving gifts with acts of service a close second. Clearly you can see why it was impossible for me not to fall in love with this man. Tim is my husband and our children's father, but he is also your son, your brother, your uncle, your friend. He is even my grandmother's favorite grandchild. He takes each of these roles and puts their importance above himself, and there is nothing more that we can ask for than this. The happiest memories of my life revolve around you, and I want to make sure that today is yet another happy celebration that we will cherish forever. Happy birthday.
Nice.
Now, raise your glasses to the man of the hour. May your birthday bring you the happiest memories, the fewest tears, the greatest friends, the most amazing achievements, and the brightest future.
Salute.
Oh.
Tears of happiness don't count.